EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. For the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
J.K. Dobbins.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
First down, Baltimore.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
It's a gain of 8. But it brings...
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Now this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. There to make the grab. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved, fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there is they were able to connect.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. And it looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Back to 60. Back to 60.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Texans 7, Ravens nothing.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The end result, 21 yards. Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And a Raven 1st down.
They'll run here with Dobbins. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 56 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's letting this one go for Fuller. And he's got room. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
From the 17, Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Intercepted. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Scotty Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
Over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Wide, get wide.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. 43 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always have that to be a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 48, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
J.K. Dobbins on
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down at the 40.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
Jackson.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And
he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens cut into that lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Single, single the slot, single the slot. Check 3, check 3.
Here's Jackson, operating from the gun. Flush to his right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Set on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 36, Jackson flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom, he took advantage of it. But he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back
Jackson looking to throw on third. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Jackson on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
A loss of 11 yards.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Escaping the pressure right. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Jackson.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Four yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
First down, Baltimore.
to muster a couple down to about the 27. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Again, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And he is going to recover his own fumble, but boy, a big loss on this play. Wow. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Going deep this time for Miller. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
13.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I'm going to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
To Mark Andrews. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throw left side complete. It's Andrews. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
First down, Ravens.
From the gun, Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Dobbins. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 50-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Oh, my goodness. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight's final score, Texans.
Well, one win down, still 3 to go.